Alright, so we are back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. I hope everyone is keeping well. Today is going to be the breakdown of Vasal of the Seal, one of the secret room fragment champions that you can acquire for free, but it's going to take you a very long time to get him due to the fact that he is the 6th champion that you're going to get, and you're going to have to gather 100 fragments for all of the champions before him, and then also for this champion as well. So definitely a champion that you would get, but very late into the game, guys. But let me know in the comment section below, I'm actually pretty intrigued. Whereabouts are you sitting in terms of secret room champions? Are you grinding through the normal and getting your dark kills, your archmage helmets and all of the champions of that caliber? That's amazing. Or are you kind of going through slowly but surely and gathering some champions but just not reached a Vassal yet? Or are you way ahead of me because there's still 3 champions to go after this one that I only recently got myself and summoned during a CVC? I believe there's still like Chromax to go, Grunjar the Dwarf, and then Jinro the Stork from the Shadowkin. So I'll definitely maybe check those out once we get nearer to the time. But in terms of this champion, right, I was actually really excited to build him. Probably one of the best looking champions in the game in terms of aesthetics, right? But then I headed over to this reviews tab, right? And then I was looking at this and I was like, wow, this is probably one of the worst ratings in the game for a champion that I thought was actually pretty good on paper, right? Which honestly, since playtesting him and taking him into some areas, I don't believe that this is accurate whatsoever. But I kind of see where players are coming from in the sense of, you've been grinding this game for so long, he's the 6th champion that you acquire from the hard Doom Tower, which is a really hard task. Is his kit kind of useful by the time that you get him? Well, I guess we're going to answer all of those questions in today's video. Now, the one thing that I would say is that if you're a player like myself, you just want to invest in a new shiny champion and, just have some fun out of them. Not everybody has to be top tier, S tier, Taras Marishka level. Sometimes you might just want to build a champion, not even invest any books, and still have some value throughout all of those areas that we're going to be speaking about. So opening with the Abyssal Seal, he attacks one enemy and places a HP burn debuff on the target for 2 turns if they are under a True Fear debuff or a Decrease Attack debuff. Now, for me personally, I'm never a huge fan of these conditional debuff placements. They're tedious as heck. But in this instance, he actually applies these debuffs himself, so you'd have to bring in alternate champions to fulfill these roles in order for your burn placement. So it kind of complements it a little bit, so I'm alright with that. But also places a shield buff on this champion for 2 turns, equal to 10% of their max HP, and being a HP based champion, it's nice to have the extra layer of protection. Leading into the A2 with the Infernal Darkness, probably one of the highlights of his abilities, he attacks all enemies and has a 100% chance of placing a True Fear debuff and a 50% decrease attack debuff for 2 turns. Now, True Fear is very powerful, guys. It basically allows your enemies that has it active to have a 50% chance to lose their turn. But if they actually lose that turn, it also puts the skill they was trying to use and puts it on cooldown. So it's very valuable, and it's why champions such as Mashald are used in that way. And actually, speaking about Mashald, there's only 2 champions in the game that have this for a 2-turn duration, and it's Vasal that we're looking at right now, and the Mashald as well. So it's actually very unique to have that duration and gives you kind of like a constant lockout if you're trying to do some Doom Tower waves, for instance. So very powerful. I did book up this one out of choice for CVC, but a 75% chance is still relatively high if you just want to use it for some secret rooms or faction wars or whatever that may be, right? So really nice A2 here. Now on the Daemon Possession, this is like a really nice heal actually. So balances the HP of all allies, then the HP levels of all allies will be brought up to the level of the ally with the highest HP. After balancing the HP will grant an extra turn. So let's just say you take a big smack, right? You've got someone in Stone Skin, i.e. a Duchess for instance, being a Demon Spawn champion as well. Like, you can literally use this ability, you can pair it up with the amount of HP that our Stone Skin Duchess had for instance, bring everybody up to that level, very similar to like Sinesh's or a Walking Tomb Dreng, right? You grant the extra turn, lead into this one, True Fear, decrease attack, mitigate damage coming your way, and boom, you'll be in a good situation for the fight, right? So it is a very powerful heal mechanic coming out from this A3. Now, with the Legion of Doom, receives 20% less damage from champions from this faction with the Banner Lords, the High Elves, and the Sacred Orders, which is very RNG focused. You might only see this in maybe faction wars, maybe, or Doom Tower situations, or simply the arena, as there is some high-end champions that you might be countering from these factions, right? Like someone like who's from a Bannerlord? Baron, right? Baron's gonna absolutely nuke, so taking 20% less damage could be very powerful here. But if there are 2 or more Demon Spawn champions on the team alongside this champion, will increase the crit damage of all Demon Spawn champions on the team by 20%, and it only works if this champion is alive. So just basically adding to the damage output of somebody like a Hefrak, a Kanjaphon, who else has some good nukers in there? Crew Traxer, right? Like being able to amplify their damage in arena is something that we're going to be seeing today anyway. HP in all battles by 33%, universal aura, so if you need that, it's on the higher end in terms of HP auras, guys. So in terms of the ways that I've built this champion today, I felt like a full-out perception is both relatable for you guys because you might not want to be investing your best gear on your account into this champion, right? And perception is something that you might be getting a ton on by simply using those materials in the forge, right? And it gives you 2 of the things that we want the most, accuracy and speed. And in terms of his damage multipliers, they average all around the board, so it's not something I want to be focusing on to go like Savage and all of that good stuff. And I definitely feel like this is the most optimal way. So we're looking for like speeds all around the board. Of course, you could tone it down a notch if you don't want to invest gear of this level. We've got some HP percent as well. Speed on the boots. We've got accuracy, HP here, just trying to tank him up as much as possible. We got him for a decent HP at 76,000, 3.1k defense, close to 300 speed. I want him to be cycling his abilities today because it's all about having fun, right? But of course, tone it down a notch if you don't really want to use him in arena encounters. But you definitely want to have him speedy in the arena personally. Crit rate and crit damage, not really have a care in the world for that. And 555 accuracy, just to have a great chance to place our debuffs here. In terms of the trees that I've been using for the masteries, we've got the defensive and the support tree heading down to the Eagle Eye, and also Laura Steel as well, trying to get some bonuses from our perception gear. So yeah, that was the gear, the stats, and the masteries and everything that I built on this champion. But if you guys do stay tuned towards the end of this video, I'm actually going to be rebuilding him very similar to my Withered Crowned, and I think that he's going to be one of the best champions in the game to play the role of your enfeeble tank. So let's just say you've got no case in the world for using this champion and you're like, YST, what are you talking about? He is absolute garbage. If you don't want to sacrifice someone like your Withered Crowned in the highest crit damage for your enfeeble tanks, I think having the ability to equalize the heals, right? That could be an amazing opener, build him in the highest crit damage, and basically just use this champion as your enfeeble tank, and I think that's going to be very valuable for players out there. And he's also got some debuffs in the way as well, with like decreased attack and all of that good stuff. So we're going to see some of that in action together. I've not tried it personally, but it's something that did just spring to mind before recording, right? So let's just go into like a Doomtown situation first. So I believe that the secret room that I was doing was number 6, maybe? No, maybe it was number 8. Yes, it was this one here. Now, my Huss doesn't have a lot of gear on. Deliana's got a stun set. We've got Vasal and then a Faction Wars Duodan, right? And this was a room where I didn't usually have like too much issues with it, but just look at all of the value that it's bringing, guys. True Fear, decreased attack. You're going to see that they're all going to start missing turns soon. There we go. True Fear procced. Active skill locked out, right? Gonna have to come round again. There we go. Another True Fear proc in. And you can imagine, because it's a 2-turn duration and we're going so fast, we're pretty much always going to have True Fear control, right? In the right synergies. So if you start implementing this with a like a Deliana, right, in a stun set, or some provokes in the mix, whatever that may be, if you start bringing in all of these forms of control, it's actually going to be very strong for our team. Here we go. We're still placing some stuns. We got some True Fears in there. And then once stuff starts to get detrimental, let's just try and highlight this now. Actually, no, they're all full HP. But the equalizing of HP is phenomenal, guys. To just get you straight back into the fight. So boom, round again, True Fears. It's phenomenal. It's like if you don't have a Child and you're banking on a True Fear strategy and it's something you've always wanted, you know, you could definitely swing him into the mix. And for situations like this for endgame, for your secret rooms, you can see where you can have value even without the books, right? So we're just clearing through this final wave now, and you can see that it's never going to be a problem placing those burn debuffs in these kind of situations because we've always got the decreased attack and True Fear active on these champions, right? So let's see how much damage he did. Is he going to outperform a Deliana, who's doing all AoE abilities as well? Very similar in terms of their build, like not built for crazy damage. Here we go. Well, to be fair, I think Deliana does have like 100% crit rate or close to it. Well, definitely not 100%, but she's definitely got some damage in her build. Let's do a little counterattack Duodan and boom. So we had a 1 million damage compared to a 1.1 of Deliana, but all of her abilities are like AoE in terms of the A1 and the A2, right? Or whichever way it went. But pretty impressive, and you can see where he had like full control over those enemies and allowed our two less tanky champions in Husk and Duodan to survive the onslaught pretty much, as they're not built crazy, and I've took some gear off Husk for another showcase. So really nice to have Vasal coming in and just making this room a lot more easier for myself. Like, as you see here, I didn't have like a crazy amount of champions. I could still do it before, but he's definitely going to change my account in terms of the Force HP champions only room. So pretty sweet there. Now, we're just going to go into the arena next. Now, the Alive Arena isn't active at the time of recording this video, but I'm going to throw a few of those battles towards the end in an edit for you guys, so you can check that out. So let's just go into a team like, I don't know, something that doesn't have like a bunch of buff strips. Guess we can start with something like this. So I've put together a full Demon Spawn team first. Actually, do you know what? We'll try something else first. So this is with 2 Demon Spawn champions. We're going to try and make use of that passive and amplify the damage of my, what's his name? Kanjafon. So here we go. This is the reason why I've got him so fast in my team, right? There we go. Boom. Decreased attack and true fizz. Hopefully some of them can miss their turns now. That'll be nice. Let's cleanse some of that off for us. There we go. Lost their turn, lost their turn. What are they going to do, guys? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So what we're going to do is, do you know what? We'll kill the Reviver. We'll just kill the Reviver for now. I just want to show that how it's going to affect the Kanjafon looking forward. So watch this now. Everybody's lost a bit of HP. Let's bring it up to the level of our Pythion, straight back to full health. You can see where this can really clutch you up, and maybe your 3v3 arena teams, right? If you're looking for another strong healer, look no further than Vasal, who also brings some of these debuff fundamentals. Let's try and get some of these debuffs up now. Alright, so she's trying to steal some buffs. It's all good. I'm just hoping that, well, let's just kill this Heffrak. I don't really want to... Okay, let's just do an A1. There we go. Lost another turn, guys. So there's a potential for 2-turn lockout, and he's going to be sitting there, just chilling. Like, kill me now. I don't really want to be here anymore. Now, this is the power of the True Fear, right? I want to see if he could take another turn just to show that now he should be locked down to his default skill now, because he's kind of attempted 2 abilities. So let's try not to kill him. There we go. Forced to use his A1 because he's tried to use his 2 active skills and they've been put on cooldown, guys. So let's just finish him up with the massive tornado. Looks pretty cool as well, right? And finish up the job there. So let's try find another team. So I do actually want to try see how it's going to work with the onslaught of Baron, who's a Bannerlord champion, who's going to be nuking us, right? So big nukes should be coming through now. We've been frozen as well. There we go, Legion of Doom passive procced, and he could have potentially died because we tanked it up by 20%, right, against that faction. And then now what we could do is... I don't really want to kill everyone yet. I did want to heal. Oh, let's just do it. Boom! Look at that! And because we've got 2 demon spawns in the team, we're making full use of that passive and, you know, kind of clawed that back there. So we're going to just switch over to a more... faster team. Now we got a full demon spawn squad. We brought in the Prince Kaimars as well. You know, it's happy demon spawn day. Let's go. So we should be able to just go boom. Place that True Fear. Let's get it up. Can we get on the... Oh, see, this is the issue, right? Now she's going to cleanse it. This is like the one downside. If you don't have enough accuracy to kind of counter these Mithralas, could be a bit detrimental. Let's just get a little reset in there. Get it, reapply it, right? Let's reapply it. Boom. And hopefully we can kind of... Ooh. Well, the True Fear didn't proc there, unfortunately. But it's, you know, it's not 100% chance. Now, hopefully we can come through with a nuke and deal some good damage here. Boom. Pretty decent. We're going to try and get our buffs on next. Let's bring our HP levels up to the highest 1. Get a bit of heals on. Oh, no. He's trying to True Fear us now. This UDK. But his is only for a 1-turn duration, right? Which is still pretty sweet. But here we go. Let's get oh, we got True Fear. It's a True Fear battle. UD Gate. Alright, let's try not wake them up. We're gonna catch them. We're gonna catch them. I feel it. Don't provoke him. That's the wrong one, buddy. Alright, here we go. Nice. Alright, now we're coming for the nukes. Pow. Come through the extra turn. We're gonna kill the Duchess Lilitu. And there we go. Pretty cool, right? And you can see where it could just be utilized. Like, I wouldn't use it on my account. Like, it's just for fun pretty much. And that's what I played this game for, is to have fun with some of these champions. But if you think about some 3v3 or live arena scenarios, he could come in and, you know, be a sneaker pick that no one's... They'll be like, ooh, why are they bringing in Vasal here? You know what I mean? Like, what does that champion do again? And then you hit them with 2-turn lockout of True Fear in some super speed variation. And you can see where it can be problematic for your opponents, right? And just throw them off guard a little bit. So let's just go against this last tanky team here, who's going to have lots of support going on. I'm pretty surprised there's actually no... Okay. Get the True Fear on. Nice. How many can miss their turns? Oh, she didn't go for a cleanse. She's gone for the cleanse. All right, so we got pretty bad luck there. That's all good. We're not going to actually do anything here. Let's just go for the damage for this one. Amplifying the damage of our Kanjafon with that passive. We've got multiple demon spawns. Well, only demon spawns. Kaboom. A lot of protection there. We're going to get them on the next one, hopefully. Boom, boom. Can we get a reset going? All right. Take all of that off. We need to get Hyphion out of there, hopefully. Okay, we didn't, but we can get the True Fears back on again. We got one on the Ursula Warcaller. I actually miss using that champion. I used her a lot for a long time. Any of you guys still using Ursula or Ursula? And there's a bit of a cleanse going on. Now we can do some equalizer heals, bring us up to the HP balance. And then we could just... I thought we could have maybe placed the burn. Maybe not. We're going to catch them on this next cycle now. Poisons. Oh, we're getting absolutely frozen by Torment. Do you know what's crazy? I've never had a Torment before. All right, we're chunking through now. There we go. And a True for him, hopefully. Oh, there's a debuff blocked. Block debuffs active. Oh, you should have went in for the A1, man. You would have had that. He would have had that. And there we go. So, managed to come through, do a good job against a tanky team, and amplifying the damage of our champion to just speed up the process for us. So yeah, that's basically like the arena stuff, guys, and some Doom Tower, of course, in the Faction Wars, which is, unless you want to wait 1 week and 1 day, we can't really showcase here. But definitely going to have a lot of value for players that just want a new champion to speed up the runs for them and, you know, give you some optimal control. Tag Team Arena, if you just want another champion for healing or True Fears, you could definitely throw them into the mix there as well, or simply Doom Tower and Secret Room stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to rebuild him now, very similar to how I built, get that Primal Shard off my screen. We're going to rebuild him now for the Phantom Shogun's Grove and basically utilize that heal mechanic to support himself as our enfeebled tank. Let's get right into it. Alright, so we've now rebuilt him for the Phantom Shogun's Grove for my Stage 24 team, which we're going to demonstrate now, where I would usually have a Withered Crown with a freestyle blessing with some Soul Reaper net to basically finish up the job for me. But in this instance, I'm kind of very low on blessings, so I'm not entirely sure how consistent it's going to be as of now, just because of how less blessings I have and not really any Soul Reap in there. But I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get the job done here. Just to kind of highlight what I was kind of saying, where you could be playing the role as your enfeebled tank without the need for books if you literally just want to use that one ability to heal, right? So we're going to come through and heal before the actual boss takes a turn. Got some extra attacks coming out from our Whisper, beautiful. There we go, HP balance, beautiful. They're going to spread this now. Cleanse this all off. Boom, boom, boom. Come through the nukes. Smack, and there we go. 31 seconds, guys, in this team. And this is where I was saying where if you can optimize this in the right stats and masteries and speed tune and make sure that everything's going correctly, then he's going to be able to do a phenomenal job. And you don't want to have any kind of counterattacks in your build here, as we've seen there, where it was basically increasing the counters of the boss itself. Let's just try this one more time. So boom. Drop the fence, weaken, come through the nuke, bless bash. I'm actually going to be doing a separate guide on this team, by the way, guys. I've seen some comments before where some of you just wanted to see all of the stats and masteries and how I've been building this comp. So we're going to be deep diving into it in more detail this week, pretty much. So let's cleanse this all off, go with the bless bash again. Boom, boom, boom. Get some extra attacks from our whisper. Nice. And there we go, 29 seconds on that one. So if you really want to not use him anywhere else and you want to take one champion that you might have in a build that you really don't want to as your enfeeble tank, for instance, my Wither the Crown, I might want to be using it elsewhere in a more different build such as Untouchable for the arena, but I've got a locked into this build for the Phantom Shogun's Grove. I might be considering to put Vasal here, somebody that I might not be using elsewhere and a champion that I've just got from Secret Rooms and putting in a phenomenal job. So yeah guys, on that note, that is going to be all for today's video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Let me know your overall thoughts on this champion in the comment section below, good or bad of course. I'll be reading through those. And where would you be using this champion if you acquired him from those secret room fragments? Stay tuned as well. I'm going to show you a few live arena battles that you can enjoy as the outro plays out. And I'll catch you all in a video soon. Peace.